old were you when, wait,
17.
you were on the dating app at 17?
Mm.
Isn't that TOS?
So you lied about your age?
I think you have to be 18. That's a yikes.
Oh no, she lied about her age.
I actually did
That's
that.
a yikes. Okay.
And I thought it was
what,
like...
you did that too?
I was 16, and the one guy who was like, sorry, I'm not cool with that, and unmatched me, I was like, what a jerk. But now that I'm older, I'm like, that was the only guy with like morals.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I just like, I guess I was engaged for like 3.5 years before I got out here. And I came out here and I'm like, not like, I guess like.
Why didn't you say to that guy?
Huh?
You were engaged and what happened to that? That's the one. How'd you fuck that up?
Yeah, he was really good and all.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
But also, I wanted to move out to Miami and Florida.
Huh? To be a whore? You threw away the gate of heaven with your partner to be a whore?
I wanted to move with my
I would have fucking jumped!
No, it's not like
No!
No! God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
A high value man.
A high value man.
Yeah.
Someone with a lot of money who's very old.
Old? Why do you have to be old?
So that you die and I get the money.
Stop it. Get some help.
How high would be too high of a body count to where you would think guys might reconsider getting married to them? Like, that's a little too high. Can we get a number?
I think more than 20.
More than 20?
Yeah, I think more than 20. Like, about marriage, more than 20, yeah.
What about you?
I'd say like 100.
Name something you've been wishing for years your husband would do. Jim?
Make me come.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Whoa! No, she did not!
I'm going home!
Oh my god! Here, just take my balls.
She took your ball!
I was getting stuffed and filled like a goddamn Oreo. Okay?
Nasty bitch.
If you're seeing this video, it means that it's time. It's time to get a little bit more unhinged. It's time to take things up a notch. It's time to scare off the normies.
And if this doesn't prove that many of these vixens are demons or demon-possessed, nothing will. However, rarely do you see them with their mask off. Many of these Decepticons wear makeup, aka the feminist war paint, and it look like good girls or normal thoughts.
With the way my dating life is going right now, I feel like I'm gonna be single for a long time. Like a long time. I literally just cannot stand. I cannot stand these vanilla ass men. You're boring. You don't intrigue me. And at this point, I'm like losing faith in all men. I just feel like they all want one thing. And if that's what you want, I'm the wrong bitch. Go somewhere else. I cannot tell another man what I like to do on my free time. I can't do it. And I don't give my attention to anybody. And when I'm finally like, oh, like he's cute, like let me talk to him. You're boring! You're boring! You suck. And I feel like from past experiences, I have the tendency to pick the shitty ones. So like, I'm just gonna stay away. I'm done. I'm logging off. No more for Bella right now. And yeah, maybe I do get a little bit jealous when I see couples out in public. I'm like, damn, that looks nice. Haven't had that in a long time. When is it my turn? When is it my turn? At the end of the day, it's not my plan. So, we're just chilling.
Gotcha, bitch!
Who's gonna tell her? What she purposely is omitting is that she only goes after the Chads and Tyrones, dudes who don't need to develop a personality because being over 6 feet tall and athletic is enough for most thoughts. They don't need to charm these females. All they have to do is text, come over, or want a Netflix and chill, or let's smoke at my place, and the thoughts are over getting banged out. Even if these men do have a personality or can have an in-depth conversation, they're not going to give these thoughts that relationship benefit because these females aren't qualified for it. And these top 10% physically gifted men don't have to because there's enough hot 304s out there that will accept the bare minimum from these players. As for this TikTok thought in the video, she finally learned the hard way after getting pumped and dumped for the 100th time that maybe she should require more than a player vibe and a 6 o'clock shadow. And this is the consequences of sleeping around. These men used her for free, and now that she wants a relationship, it's a several body counts too late. Already, she's impatient and bitter, and compared to the new wide-eyed, happy-go-lucky 18-year-olds who haven't had the zest of life screwed out of them, she's sticking out like a sore thumb. Thus, men who have options can see her a mile away and know that she's used up. And the saddest part is that she just turned 21 and already she's used up. Let's read the comments. One of the top comments says, "Vanilla men equals, they're not toxic and bringing drama in my life." That's another aspect to this. She wants a player or D-bag because those men can make women feel something. This female is already at a young age, too numb to regular courtship and romance. She wants the alpha who will forget her name, like call her his side chick's name, so she can wonder what's going on and who's this other female. She wants a guy who will entertain other hot women in front of her and doesn't care if she gets mad. She, like most of these vapid, pretty faces, want drama to make their dull, empty, meaningless life fun. Another comment. "I'm sure you're just the most interesting person ever." Exactly. Her personality are the generic 304 songs thoughts lip-syncing to on TikTok. You see more of it behind her when she does her obligatory thirst trap videos. I'm not saying attractive women need to be worldly and well-seasoned and understand how the prices of commodities affects the world economies. All they need to be is fun, bubbly, and not a raging bitch. If you ever become a passport bro and meet beautiful women overseas, you will be shocked how basic the females in the States are. Because the beautiful traditional women have real personalities and opinions, and they can even be very smart with real degrees. But the difference is, they're not flexing their intelligence like most feminists do to have pissing contests with men. They're not trying to emasculate you at every conversation. A conversation isn't a competition. They're naturally pleasant, even to the men they're not attracted to. That's what real feminine behavior is. This brand of dishwasher is too loud, I will keep looking. That's a good one, and that's why she's single.
No matter how hard I try, no matter how much energy I put into it, I never see any success. I need this to work. Or else I don't know what I'm gonna do. So recently my husband left his job and we took that as an opportunity for me to pursue my dream job, which is like creating videos on the internet, which is like so like cliche because like that's literally what so many people's dream and whatever, but whatever, like that part doesn't really matter. And so what we're doing right now is like we're living off of savings. We have a little bit of passive income that's like really helpful. And I thought that I'd be happy, or at least happier, doing what I've always wanted to do full time. And I'm not. My brain is still sad. And like it breaks my heart because like, well, if I'm not happy doing the thing that I thought was gonna be so fulfilling in my life, like, what can I do to be happy? You know? Confirmed a suspicion that I had with my husband, soon to be ex-husband. We're in the middle of getting divorced right now. And we're not even officially divorced yet, and he's already sleeping with other people. He might have another kid, that's not with me, one day. We have 2 kids already, and that makes me want to vomit. That really brings a lot of disgust feelings within me, thinking about him having another kid that's not with me, and my daughter's having a sibling that's not from me. It brings a lot of disgust feelings, and it makes me sad, too. But obviously, I have absolutely no control over what he does. And I need to let that go. I have nobody in my life except for TikTok to talk to. So here we are. And so it was my surprise when today in the car, my daughters were like, "Hey, are we going to Dada's friend's house?" I was like, "Oh no, who's Dada's friends?" And I asked for their name. And they were like, "We don't know her name, but she has 2 cats. She's nice." And I was like, "Oh, she has 2 cats?" She was like, "Yeah, we went to her house. She has 2 cats." He did not run this by me. Like, fuck other people. Whatever. Not even divorced yet. Not even gonna work on yourself at all. Just gonna jump into another relationship. And one last thing, since we're ranting about my soon-to-be ex-husband, right? The reason why I know for a fact that he's at least seeing another woman is because he bought new shampoo. He didn't just buy shampoo. He bought shampoo, conditioner, and I think a body wash. Honestly, I didn't look at them that closely. Very aesthetically pleasing packaging. The shampoo is not a regular shampoo. It's an apple cider vinegar clarifying shampoo. He didn't just walk into a store and said, oh, that's the one for me. A woman told him to buy that. All of that combined, I think it's pretty solid to say that he's seeing someone else. Weeks after we decided to get divorced.
And that's what a lot of these females don't understand. Their time is over. It's all fun when they're young until their husband or boyfriend finally replaces them and reminds them he still has options. And the MGTOW reality doesn't hit them truly until they actually look around to see that no one wants to commit to them. Maybe at best wants to pump and dump them, but that's about it. At the bare minimum, men can be happier being by themselves going MGTOW, while a woman's happiness on the other hand is dependent on being in a relationship with the man they respect. And sadly, the only time they'll ever learn this the hard way is to be single for 60 years, that the wall is undefeated.
Group of white girls who are sitting at their graduation engaged. And the question came up, well, why is there not the reality for black women? I know y'all not gonna like what I gotta say, but you know me, I'm gonna say it anyways. First and foremost, black women are above reproach. If it don't validate us or excuse our bad behavior, we don't want to hear it. Instead, we'll say, well, men do it too. Secondly, we'll find every excuse in the world to validate why we don't want to be married or why we don't want to be in a relationship. Well, they get cheated on. Well, they do this. Well, they do that. But then we have all these standards for men, and we're still actively seeking for men in the midst of our hurt while inadvertently telling them to go to therapy. We do not practice what we preach. Thirdly, the independent woman is a myth. Actually cared about being independent and it was something that made you happy, you would not have all these standards to negate your independence. Nobody wants to relinquish power. We'll find every excuse in the world to not be submissive and wonder why white women can get away with their bad behavior. We take everything bad from white women, except for the fact using marriage to our own benefit. But you'll run to the child support office, though.
She said it, I did. Is you gonna pay attention though? All right.
In all honesty, I don't believe in marrying college grads or college girls. College is HOE University. It's the antithesis of a good relationship because these women are learning how to be a modern woman instead of how to be a good wife and mother. On top of that, they rack up a six-figure debt for a meaningless job where they'll constantly jeopardize your relationship when they come across higher value men. These women going to college need to realize that they didn't need to go to college to get married or find a good man who has a promising future of being a six-figure earner. Matter of fact, those men who got married so early to these modern women will realize that they cashed out too early when they could easily play the field and find a woman much higher quality and less baggage than their college sweethearts.
Stop normalizing your husband hating you. Stop it. I see a handful of videos every single day of women on this app and the other being silly, being goofy, being themselves, and their husbands having just fucking disdain for them. And it's visible. I can see it, you can see it, she can see it, and it's just this like, ha ha ha, my husband finds me so annoying. No. If my husband is not obsessed with me, 99% of the time, I won't have him. Your spouse should not openly dislike your personality. They should not openly be annoyed by you. Like, yes, am I annoyed by my husband sometimes? Sure. But 99% of the time, I look at that man like he is the most prized possession in the world. And I 1,000% expect him to look at me the same way. If you ever catch my husband on camera looking at me the way some of these husbands look at their wives, divorce. Divorce immediately. Stop normalizing your husband openly hating you.
Translation, what this feminist is actually saying, stop making it obvious that your husband doesn't like you and is trapped because he signed the divorce robbery agreement, aka the marriage license with the state. You heard her first. If her husband disagrees with her on video, she'll divorce rob him. This is definitely a female lead relationship, because the gynocentric dictatorship is armed and on her side. This feminist married a simp or her beta need after she got her alpha seed in her prime living her city girl lifestyle. Her husband has no say to how she can act on camera. She just chooses not to act like a child. She's mad that these thoughts collectively are making modern women look bad and are proving why they're the least desired women all around the world. She may not be doing dances or skits, but her feminist viewpoints and admission that she's a 304 are just embarrassing. It's just that. Her husband is just too blue-pilled to realize this. Top comment says, It baffled me to hear coworkers just seethe about having to go home to their spouses, and I'm just like, why are you people even married? Is love no longer a part of marriage? Because they got tricked, and now they're trapped. It's either live with an annoying roommate who pretends to be an adult, yet let alone a wife, or get divorce robbed and become an 18-year slave paying child support. And this just proves once again why marriage in the feminist West is not worth it and why no one wants to commit to career women. Contempt is one of the horsemen of divorce. I couldn't stand the sight of my ex-hub and was much happier when he wasn't around. That's when I knew it's over. Need I say more? Once these deceptive thoughts get the ring, the mask comes off because they can stop trying. The whole dating and fiance phase was just an act so they can check off her bucket list of getting married and being the center of attention for one day. Just another reason why girlfriends make better wives, because girlfriends have an incentive to continually qualify themselves. This was my ex, and I knew it. I was just embarrassed to admit it. Now I'm with someone who laughs with me, not at me. Translation, she found a simp who wasn't embarrassed by her behavior because she was the only option he had. This isn't the flex she really thinks it is. She basically said that the trash took itself out. And this is the reward you get for marrying a modern woman after doing 9 hours of back-breaking work. This is what risking half of your net worth and future income will get you when you sign a government marriage license. Most men that have gone MGTOW can cook a better meal than this after a 10-hour shift, yet alone on the weekend when they're home all day. Whoever this hard-working blue-collar guy is, what a sad existence. The dangerous job seems more appealing than this marriage life at home. I've seen better food at 7-Eleven and at a roach-infested motel that offers a complimentary breakfast than this so-called marriage in the feminist West. You finally find a female that cooks, and she fries you frozen food in a dirty kitchen. One of the most liked comments with over 100k likes says, "The most dangerous part about his job is going home." Exactly. You will avoid the dangerous work hazards only to get deleted by a heart attack by the pig slop his wife cooks him. Another comment. As a blue-collar husband after work, I will never go back home. And these females wonder why their men spend a lot of time at bars after the work shift. Bar food that is served by a hole in the walls that are about to be closed by the city for sanitary reasons looks more appealing than that dog shit. Another comment. What did this man do to you? This is a punishment, not a meal. Can't believe what she will cook when she gets angry. If hell served meals, this is what I'd imagine. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.